to another short video. On the 15th of December I was able to get out flying again and decided to do a short hour around the Gower. It was one of those days where the sun was low. It was about 2:30 in the afternoon, as it is in winter time, and the marvellous thing is that the paragliders at Rossilli Down were showing up on the pilot aware, which just gives you a heads up that you can see that's why they came up. No registration, just a number, but it really helps to let you know that they're there. So here we are, excuse me, going around Worm's Head. There's Rossilli Town and there's the Rossilli Down itself. You couldn't really make out the paragliders. I gave them a wide berth. Coming back over Swansea Bay, Chris and Amanda in the C-42 met up and we headed back towards the airfield. Now, one thing I tried to do the other day was see what the ILS approach looked like on the Sky Demon. And so this time, once I got back there, I found how I could do it. One of the things you notice, you cannot enter the glide slope or enable the glide slope without actually coming out of flying. So you have to come out of flying mode, go down in the navigation options, find the glide slope, enable it, and then you get the warning telling you that you must only use it in VFR conditions, and the other thing telling you that it will drop out at 500 feet above ground level. Now, as you can see at the top there, I had mine remained on Alt. I should have just tapped it to go to height, but as we came down towards the fantail of 3.6, I had to again enter the approach I wanted to make, and there we are. I got it up. We've got a glide slope now. The yellow angle is telling me the center line is off to the left. Chris and Amanda were still following me. So I'm high of the glide slope here. As you can see, I'm 1,400 feet out and about nearly 4 miles from the field. So those are some other traffic. I wasn't actually looking at the display. I was looking out at the other traffic and just eyeballing where the field was. That's my excuse for going through the center line again anyway. So that plane was passing high above us, but I wanted to identify it. Went through the center line, still high the glide slope, and then I started to get it sorted out a bit. So here we are, turning onto the center line, see if I can capture it, and came back on the power to start on the descent. A big worry was, and if you can see just the other side of the blue motorway there, is all the power lines. Now these are very high power lines, they're 200-foot high pylons. So my concern was that if I followed the glide slope down, would it take me into those pylons? So as I flew down, I got it a bit better. As you can see, I'm just slightly to the left of the center line, slightly higher the glide slope, and it's all starting to come together. But just watch the height at the top there. It's down to 700 feet. Here we are coming down, and just watch the glide slope. So I'm on the center line, I'm on the glide slope. As I say, I'm still on the Q&H, so it's putting me 150 feet higher. So at 650 feet, just watch what happens to the glide slope. Bink, off it goes. There it is. Now, if I continued that rate of descent, which was nearly 500 feet per minute, that would have taken me into the power lines. So I added a bit of power and just maintained my level here. So it is one of those things that it's a marvelous tool, but you do have to be so careful. So here's the power lines. As you can see, they're large pylons, and even so, still pretty low on the approach. Photo in the left is kindly provided by Amanda, who was following me in their C-42. There's the last big line pylons over those. You notice there's a little bit of rocking. We were catching the turbulence there off the M4. Otherwise it was a perfectly still day. So just settling down just for the final approach there. Oops, there we go. there's Chris and Amanda doing a go round, and I just rolled out. Had landed with almost a tailwind. The wind, as you can see, southwest, not much tailwind, but it doesn't half make a difference. So I went up again and thought I'll try to land on 30. So there's the windmill, but this time I'm going to go and pass behind the windmill. In the white arc, getting 2 stages of flaps in, coming round. So I'm on base leg here for 30, and as you can see, there's the windmill, and obviously passing behind it you get a little bit of turbulence, nothing too serious. So it bounces you around a bit. You can see how wet all the fields are, but the great thing about Old Park is it's on a slope, it's on ground that drains really well, so it is marvellous that this time of the year we can fly. Coming up, one last field. You see the post on the left, the power lines have been buried, so that doesn't mean you can blow over the fence. You have to, because it's a downhill runway in this direction. Over the fence, down, and just roll out. So there we go, lovely little flight, really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and I'll catch you on the next one.